How many years have come and gone since that day? How many years have I waited for this moment? For the one that stood alone against the storm. For the one they called. The warrior of light. What sayest thou, Master Matoya? We may accept this fate, or defy it, but we cannot deny it.
Deny? I am not wont to run from my troubles. Until our friend returns?
Good afternoon. Here we are with the new camera setup. Kind of tweaked it a little bit, tweaked a little bit of my background. Even though it looks kind of dark in here, it's because I have the blinds actually closed. It's actually quite sunny outside, but apparently if I open them, this room is incredibly bright. So, this is our balance. And here we are, logging in. And thankfully, unlike last time, it's not horribly hot, so I'm going to have to turn the fan on. Excuse me. And we left off, we just finished Cutter's Cry, killed the Chimera, and we were working on getting the delivery of ceruleum to the guy in Camp Dragonhead. And apparently we have to go direct to the source and talk to Papa Wazoo at Camp Blue Fog again. And so we were going to do that and then head back to report into Haurchefant and do these other little side quests. So let's go to North Thanalan for the first time. And if I can remember exactly how I'm going to get there, we'll go this way. Yeah, I could have gone that way. climb up the scaffolding here. Map reveal. Oh, my leg itches all of a sudden. Oh, okay, so let's attune to our new Aetheryte. I don't need to do Leaves of Camp Blue Fog. I will pick that up and take care of those off stream like normal. And who are you? Adventurer? No, I don't remember ordering any. And I would remember something like that, seeing as I'm the employee of the moon for the 9th time. Thank you. Shush now. I'm listening to the scruffy men. An inquiry about the processed ceruleum shipment? From Singot to Ul'dah? Interesting. Look here, Lala. So, we may have a shared problem here, as unlikely as that sounds. We would love to ship ceruleum, but there's far too little of it coming out of the plant. I suspect thievery. A little skimming off the top? Furthermore, I suspect the porters. I was just going to keep an eye. Wouldn't want trouble with the labor confraternities, you know, but you are welcome to doubt and question them. And I used one problem to solve another. Brilliant. I'll go grab this so that Marker doesn't get distracted, because it will. Yes. Hide. Okay. Bless me, Nodthal, let there be no creature features today. Your name be praised. I don't get paid enough for this. Where's the ceruleum? Stealing ceruleum? 1, I'd punch you in the face for impugning my reputation. 2, you'd think I'd still be here with my arse out in the wind if I'd made off with that kind of loot? We're doing honest work here with all manner of nasties just yalms away. You doubt my words? Go check the ceruleum in those barrels. Ain't nothing missing from what's in the books. I guess I will. Some goblins, eh? Shadow, come here. Grab some foodies while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, we can do a fried egg. Why not? I know I can stun them. I just keep not thinking about it. That's pure and simple. Like that. There we go. That's how you do it. Alright, one more barrel of goblins. Maybe. Get him, Shadow, while I drink. It's hilarious. I keep thinking in my head, I keep saying Shadow, but in my brain, I keep thinking his name is Spike. Because in 6, I named Shadow Spike, because I renamed all of them after Buffy characters. Excuse me. Goblins drinking ceruleum? Now I have seen everything. Well, I guess I don't need to get me a champion from the confraternity. That's a relief. But we'll have to make an extra trip to the plant to make up for what those cursed toppers put down the hatch. Can I go tell that whiny Lala what happened? I was thinking, I think we're running out of major places, like major settlements. Oops, didn't read that. Shush, you can stop talking now. So I'll have to hire guards for that whole area, and oh, an idea! Raise the price and call it a special security surcharge. Yeah, I'll take that. Oh, you have more. Oh, eventually you're going to send me back to Ishgard, I believe it. Anyway, the cerulean must flow. No more delays in shipping. Another brilliant coup by Papa Wazoo. Oh, is that a feather for my cap? Why, thank you very much. So, you can tell Singit that his shipper will be there in just a few days. Unfortunately, there'll be a wee increase in price. Security surcharge, you know. Everybody does it. Now I can make my way back. Wait. Oh, look, it's blue to go with the rest of my outfit. Back to Sapphire, and then back to Ishgard. Well, Kurthus. Sapphire. Oh, wait. There's a person over there. I don't know if I've ever talked to you, little person. Hail, adventurer! If you would know aught of aetherites and ethereal travel, I, Nenabaru, would be happy to assist you. Don't really need to know that information. Sapphire Ave. Okay. It is 240, not 340. Welcome, welcome! What might a discerning— Oh, it's you, Gale. Talk to Papa Wazoo? Really? He said a matter of days. So, my dear man, you're telling me they're shipping what's owed me, but charging more for it. I wish Amagina and all his sons the joy of my Gil. I hope it gives them gout. I do appreciate you sorting this out, and with that Puddock Papa Wazoo, no less. A discerning middleman such as myself will certainly remember you for your future commissions. Thanks to you, I'll be able to make my cerulean shipment to Kurthus. That's a load off my mind. A middleman has naught but his name, you know. Headed back to Camp Dragonhead, I assume? Tell Edwin to start laying out his vats, for that's how soon he'll have his ceruleum. He won't take my word for it, though, since Papa Wazoo's made a liar of me by tarrying while goblins drank my shipment. Take this to Edwin as a token of my apology, and don't you sample any. Alright, let's go to Camp Dragonhead. Then we'll go kill those things, and then we'll head back to Haurchefant. Where are you? There you are. Back, are you? Took your time, too. Hope that means something good for my ceruleum. This particular brandy wine has aged in cherrywood barrels, giving it a sweet aroma and a deep amber hue. Well, now that is good news. And what's this? A gift from the tight-fisted Singot? And a handsome one that is. I'll have to forgive the wretch, the fury smite me if I lie. Quite a tangled skein you won there, and well loosed too. Thank you for your trouble, and just, you see, those ballistas will save your hide someday. Okay. I'm gonna turn up a little bit more for myself. Let's see, we are at 37 in MSQ. 13 more storyline points, and then I can just sit back and let the movies roll until 3.0. Where am I going? Anywhere near I'm supposed to be going? Kinda, sort. Okay, yeah, we can go around this little thing here. I'm gonna stay away from the Nautilon. Even though I'm close to that level, they're actually above level for me. You, however, are not. No, let's kill the ones that are attacking me, not the extras. Ah, the extra came anyway. I can't go that way, can I? No, it's below. It's not up, it's below. The will-o'-the-wisps are in the cave. Can I get in the cave from the side, or do I have to go all the bleeding way around? I have to go all the bleeding way around, because it goes underground and comes out here. So we'll hop down here. Fly, Chocobo, fly! Fly! Alright, this way. Yes, yet, no. Don't tell me I can't go this way. I know these two are connected. Yeah, they're connected, they're just not connected with where I want to go. Great! Okay, brilliant. Lock myself in place, but maybe not there. How about there? Okay. It's a one-way passageway. I knew it was, but I was hoping it was a bad memory. One. Don't mind me, Mr. Taurus. These things are pretty hardy. And one more. One more. Okay. And now we'll go out the way I wanted to come in. You are going to take me to that. Okay. See, I was there, but I wouldn't be able to jump up there. Gotcha. Now I understand. Hi, kitty. Alright. Back into the fort. I need more to drink soon. I believe I have a water at the ready in the fridge. I'm gonna go ahead and mend, because I noticed that some of my stuff was not doing so hot. Okay. I really want to turn off this particle effect. What's news, brother? What is it that you carry? When boiled in water, the bark of this rare yew found growing only in the 12th wood turns pitch as black. Turns black as pitch. This is black yew from the North Shroud, unknown in Kurthus. The Ixal make of it living blinds and walls, yet the yew being slow to grow, why would they bother to cut it down and convey it west unless the Ixal mean to stay here? This is the beginning of a settlement. While the Ishgardians busy themselves with dragons, the birdmen are stealing this patch of Kurthos from right under their noses. I tell you, unless the Holy See acts now, the Ixal will rapidly gain a foothold in this area. That means more war. And though that means more work for the likes of me, I have enough as it is. You're not done with me yet. The Ixil are moving into Kurthus in a lasting way. It's no small task to bring those logs from the 12 Woods this far west. They must be using their cursed balloons, those shite birds. Even their supplies have wings, and when it comes out of the balloons, it goes into the ground of Kurthus. We need to hit 'em now before their settlement gets bigger. The Ishgardians won't give us Swive till it's too late. I need my own people. Take this letter to a reprobate named Isildorel. We fought together in the Quiver once. His levies garrisoned at Falgord Float. Okay, that's not too far away. I fight not for Ishgard in this matter, but if they want to consider it a debt, fine by me. It goads me that the Ixil are waltzing into Kurthus right under my nose. I'll do that in a little bit. I'm gonna go check in with Haurchefant first. Back so soon and with full success? Those wykes never knew what struck 'em, I'll wager. By Halone, it is good to have something go well. Ah, forgive my outburst. It has been a difficult week, moon, some longer span of time. Like a siege, though none exists, and a man cannot live in a constant state of unhappy strain. The success you convey back to me means a great deal. By your countenance, I take it you did not learn anything of use. Nor did I fear. It seems the whole of Kurthus is consumed by this talk of heretics in the high houses. We can only hope that my sources in Ishgard proper provide more pertinent information. I had another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Francel, of whom much has been whispered in recent days. I have received a report that he and 3 knights were seen heading north towards Stone Vigil. The outpost was long ago overrun by the Dravanian horde, so I'm not certain what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear for his safety. Pray, journey to Stone Vigil and see if Lord Francel's party requires assistance. And Stone Vigil is... No, that's some Zale Darkhold. Oh, that's up there. Up there. I'll wait till he's done, because I think he's doing what I need to do. Go ninja, go ninja, go! Go ninja, go ninja, go! Alright, he's done. Who goes there? Gale? No, stay back. The fiend is still here. Don't worry, I got it. I heard the beast cries from over yonder. Then Lord Francel is safe? Bless you, sir. Bless you. I'll take down one of these, though, while I'm at it. Francel is. There's an unfit knight. Confound it all, how are we to redeem House Halanar when we can't even slay a single Avis? We are fortunate you came along when you did, sir. House Halanar will remember your kindness. One more. I'll go kill this Avis. We'll look for them because they'll still be here when I'm done. You're not actually inside, are you? Because, okay, good. That would be pain. Curse those fiends! It's as though they knew we were coming. What do you want to bet? Sure, I'll take you down. Woot! It was a foolish thing to do, I know, but I had hoped we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of the Scalekin. Moreover, it was House Halanar that yielded the Steel Vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralded the slow decline of our house's once great name. We've been brought even lower by these despicable accusations of heresy, and despite my best efforts, I have done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be. But even should my protestations fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to my dying breath. What did you find at the Steel Vigil? Ah, I see. A reckless pan, but at least it did not cost him and his knights their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is a complication. Of course there is. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Francel at Skyfire Locks not long ago. Upon learning of this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance, for fear of being seen in the company of a man who might later be declared a heretic. A not unreasonable fear, given the zeal with which Inquisitor Guillaime has conducted his investigations. In any case, if we wish to obtain his testimony, we must first clear Lord Francel's name, and, by association, yours. Ah, grand. Ooh, is that a new axe? I will take the new axe. It's back to the pathetic one that I didn't like the look of. As I see it, the key to proving Lord Francel's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of the draconian rosary found in the chest you yourself recovered. If you would, please tell me of the incident in question. So it was found in a locked chest labeled as the property of Lord Francel. If the rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here is what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with Rickerman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across Kurthus, so he may have some inkling of who could be responsible. I'll just hop over your war desk. Yeah? Someone tampering with shipments? Furries strike me down. If all them rosaries found in our other people's possession were planted... Hey now, don't you give me that look, lad. I'm a House Harlonet man through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family, too. I ain't saying the porters what were bringing the shipment did it, though. I know most of them what worked those trade routes, and I've never had no cause to question their faith. But if it wasn't them neither, then your guess is as good as mine. After all, most every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it... Could it have been the fellows who were responsible for the inspections? Huh! Ishgardian Knights and Inquisitors, the lot of them, as if they'd ever turn their cloaks. Reckon that means the porters are your most likely suspects. Hate to think it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhead from Whitebrim Front this morn. You might consider having a word with them. Let's run down and go ahead and do the Fallgord. It's okay. Is it actually in Fallgord proper? Yes, it is. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, Arm, you can work. It's okay, Tricep. You can work. Damn and blast, that hurts. I hate being wounded worse than being dead. They call me the ram that batters, not the battered sheep. Gale, eh? Well, state your business. A neatly drafted report of Ixali activity in Kurthus. A letter from me? From Belmont? Well, well. I tell you, how the best tactics officer the White Rams ever had can suffer to be a Moylan sellsword, that's one I'll never understand. The roads haven't rusted that bucket of his. If he says the shite birds are moving into Kurthus, that's good enough. We White Rams owe the Ixal pain. Tell him whatever we can do, just name it. Damn and blast, that hurts. Damn me for being careless about those Ixal. Blast them for slicing me up like a side of fish. Here now, before you go all the way back to Kurthus, why not stretch your legs a little? Because I so need to stretch my legs from all the running around I'm doing. Get those Ixali wind talons for me. They had the look of newcomers to this area. That means they won't stray far from where I saw them, the Galmora ruins. Look for fresh kills, something big. Waiting. Look how much faster that bird jogs. Did me a good turn, did you? Much appreciated, Gale. I'll be paying their friends a visit when I'm back on my feet. Still, Moikot's going to tear me a new one for letting the Windtallions get a jump on me. This way I can at least tell her the birds didn't live too long afterwards. Well met, adventurer. May I call you Gale? I'm Irene, a tactical officer of the White Rams, and apparently a medic, for I find myself ordered to keep an eye on this slug. Oh, shut it, Isidore. So the matter you are speaking to Isidore about, I'm certain Instructor Molcott will be keen to hear of the Ixal's movement to the west. Best you talk to her straight away and make plans. That'd be Mia Molcott, the leader of the White Rams and instructor of the God's Quiver. She bides this day at Eugenia's spire to the north. Take Belmont's words to her. And do you watch yourself. Mial Molcott's slain as many Ixal in battle as there are trees in the wood of Proud Creek. She can be scary. Waste her time with muffles or bluster, and she might use you as Ixal bait. Who scratches at my door? An adventurer on the prowl from Mia Molcott? I am she, born to be the bane of the birdmen. I lead the White Rams, an arrow of the God's Quiver, aimed at the craven hearts of the Ixal. I see. We must act now, right now, to stop this threat. Extending the defensive line against the Ixal northwest into Kurthis will be no stroll through the wood, but, how the birdies will struggle in the net. I can already hear their little necks breaking. The White Rams are stationed at Eugenian Spire, ostensibly on guard duty. Oh yes, protecting the trees of this forest from miscreants in the Ixal logging grounds to the very north. To the north. Very defensive. Play defense long enough and the enemy forgets we can attack. I suppose that was the idea, but now the enemy anticipates us. Those mocking tweeting birds have sealed off the north corridor with a blockade. I spit on their cutting. It keeps me from their wee necks. Adventurer, take down the blockade with this bomb finger. Little birds not content to have a few more quiet moons before all hell breaks loose? Fine. The Ixals shall feel the ram right meow. And yes, she did say right meow. No, Mr. Dryad, I'm not interested in you. I'll take the one that's closest to me. The disassembled middle finger of a void-sent bomb. The bomb finger. Ha! Ow. Yeah, I know he's gonna get the bat. Just heal yourself, little bat. Okay. Well, blasted. A perfect destination. Perfect destination. Put up your little blockades, my wee birds, and down they go like a cradle on a bough. There'll be nothing, but nothing to stand between the white rams and our prey. Vit intelligence, vit dexterity, item compare, strength. Yeah, we'll take that one. Curthis and the Twelveswood, bitty little birdies they've been, filling their crop with all manner of juicy worms, or juicy something else. Here now, there's a thought. They could be extracting crystals from those trees. Treats for their big bird, the primal Garuda. That's what I'm trying to work on. Adventurer, are you as fleet as they say? I've got a letter going to Curthis for Belmont. And tell that byblow he can count on us, that he'd better be as good a tactician as he used to be, even if he sleeps on feathered beds now, with a strumpet on each side of him. Okay, and the porters, everybody's back. Dragonhead, off we go! Off we go! Ooh. Back in one piece? Pardon me if I don't ask about the journey, but what did Isildur say? Think he can get the White Rams interested? A hastily drafted report of Ixil activity in the Black Shroud. A letter from Mocha. By the 12, the Ixil are cutting down trees in the Twelveswood, and to offer the crystals to Garuda. 'Tis worse than I thought. She said that, eh? Suppose I've been soft long enough. I've eaten my fine table scraps and slept on a feather bed or two, though I won't swear to the other thing. It's all the will of the 12, is what it is. The White Rams and the Twelveswood, me and Curthis, with whoever will join me. The high and mighty houses of Ishgard can go swive themselves. We'll stop the Ixil with or without them. Are we done? Oh god, good, we're done. No time to talk, we're on a tight schedule. Once we've made our deliveries here, we're to deliver parcels to Skyfire Locks. Move, bird. Beg your pardon. You suspect that we porters have been planting draconian rosaries in House Durendaire shipments? What nerve! If you truly believe just such nonsense, search our parcels and see what you find. Okay. House Demazel. House Zimmel parcel. House Durendaire parcel. And I find a draconian rosary hidden in that one. And in House Durendaire parcel. And I find a draconian rosary in that one. Are we finished? If so, I would appreciate an apology. What do you have to say about the brand of an unbeliever, an enemy of the Holy See? But that's impossible. Once the knight at Whitebrim Front concluded her inspection, I loaded the parcels into the wagon myself. And if I had been the culprit, I would have never allowed you to search my shipments. Say what you will to Lord Haurchefant. I will not be held accountable for this. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard shouting. But more importantly, what did Rickerman have to say? More draconian rosaries in every single parcel bound for Skyfire Locks? That beggars belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that there is no more than a crass attempt to sully House Durendair's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed his hand. And praise Haloni that I did. Lord Francel's trial is upon us. We must act now if we are to clear his name. I don't care. From the very first, I knew it could not be that so many members of House Durendaire were heretics. At last we could give the lie to these poisonous allegations and put an end to this travesty. I will need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I would have you bear my words to Inquisitor Brigitte. Tell her that House Fortin demands that Lord Francel's trial be postponed until a full investigation has been conducted. What is it, my child? Lord Haurchefant would have the Inquisitors do what? But that is not possible. Inquisitor Guillaime presides over Lord Francel's trial at Witchdrop even as we speak. Fear not, if Lord Francel is indeed innocent, he shall walk in Helone's hall with the fallen angels, with the fallen heroes of Ishgard. Don't worry, if he's innocent, he'll go to heaven. But we'll still kill him. They have taken Lord Francel to Witchdrop? This is madness. The Inquisitor does not have sufficient grounds to subject him to that manner of trial. I will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die. Gale, I would dispatch you and one of my knights to Witchdrop to forestall the proceedings until such time as I am able to join you and petition Inquisitor Guillaime in person. I will endeavor not to keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Francel alive. Let's go kill Guillaime. Boom. Boom. Hail, Gale. As you can see, Lord Francel yet lives. We must try to reason with the Inquisitor, but if his guards judge us a threat, we must also be prepared to defend ourselves. Can do. Josine Charlemagne Francel de Helenart, you stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there aught you would wish to say in your defense? Hear me, brothers. These charges are false. The men and women of my line have ever opposed the Dravanians, and I am no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we have gladly shed blood in service of the Holy See. Condemn me, and you will strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard. It is for Helone to judge if you speak the truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men. Leap from the cliff and entrust your fate to the Fury. The righteous shall take their place in Helone's halls, while the wicked shall reveal the Draken forms and be put to the sword. In the name of House Fortin, I beseech you, stay your hand. Inquisitor, we are come on behalf of Lord Haurchefant. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Francel are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings be suspended until such time as a full re-examination of the facts have been conducted. Lord Haurchefant has allowed his personal relationships with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts I might have allowed, but that he would dare interfere in legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See, I cannot. To defy the will of his Inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment. We must hold them until Lord Haurchefant arrives, Gale, and remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor. Darn. I want to kill him. Oops, put that down. Turn that back on. Stabby, stabby. Look! Look! Lord Haurchefant has come! Is that where I got that title? Guardian Sum, today you will answer for your sins. Ah! Who brought the dragon? There were no reports of Dravanian activity. You would call upon your allies to save you? At last, your treachery is laid bare. Okay, let's kill the dragon. Apparently I can't kill the dragon. Let's kill the healer. That was the dragon doing that attack, not Alderic. But whatever. Pick up Alderic's rosary. He threw it! He didn't drop it. It is not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop, but this trial, like many others I fear, has been orchestrated by enemies of House Hellenart. They have used you and your fellows to sow discord, Inquisitor, to set brother against brother, that we might tear ourselves apart. The fevered imaginings of a desperate man. What proof have you of this? By the Fury, a draconian rosary! Then the knight who refused to yield, it was he who summoned the wyvern. A heretic in the ranks of the Temple Knights? This has grave implications. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Haurchefant. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Francel pending further investigation. I trust you have not lost sight of that which first brought you the Curthis, Gale. Pray, locate your errand ship and use it. Lord Haurchefant, I have not the words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betray Ishgard and too devout to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you'd have jumped of your own free will. I would have done whatever it took to redeem House Hellenart. Praise Helone, it did not come to that, but it profits us little to dwell on what might have been. Let us quit this place, Gale. Pray visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you have recuperated. Hey, back we go. Not into the cliff. This way. Not into that cliff either. Pay attention, Shadow. You look well, Gale. May I say what a pleasure it was to fight alongside such a fearless and skillful warrior. Were it not for you, Lord Francel would surely have died defending the honor of his house, and I might well have perished at the hands of a heretic and his wyvern. House Fortant and House Hallinart shall not forget your service. Now, let us return to the matter of your missing enterprise. Please? The final flight of the Enterprise. The man with knowledge of the Enterprise awaits you outside, as pray his information proves useful to you. Alphino and Sid have moved yet again. How quickly the commoners' opinions change. They say Lord Francel is innocent now, but just a few days prior. Anyway, you were inquiring as to the whereabouts of an airship last seen in Kurthis 7 days before the calamity, yes? Well, it so happens that I was monitoring the night sky at the observatorium during that period. I recall that a small vessel came from the direction of Gdania and landed somewhere in the far northwest. Relying on my memory alone, I can say no more than that. However, were you to bring me the astroscope log from the evening in question, I could calculate a more accurate location. The log I require is volume 6 of the 1572 readings. It should be stored with the other past logs in the uppermost floor of the observatorium, just below the astroscope. I believe it will be a large red leather-brown tome, though you ought to confirm the date and volume number if you are at all unsure. Okay. We'll go climb those stairs after we figure out what the side quest is. A moment, if you will. You are the adventurer who cleared our Lord Francel's good name, are you not? Allow me to thank you. His lordship is House Hallinart, you see, and unjust is that he was born under a waning moon. Yet what was thin must eventually grow fat again. I would thank Lord Haurchefant as well, and I would not like to be seen as currying favor either for myself or my house. I would present him with a gift under your name, if you are amenable. I have selected a bottle of nectar for his lordship. Will you collect it from the wine cellar downstairs and deliver it to Medgistil in the kitchen? The wine cellar is called Emmanuel, and the bill has been settled. Okay, I'll deliver the wine. There's just a primal brewing, but who cares? Who cares? Gale, fair heart, I must be rising in the world to have the custom of the most famous adventurers in these parts. How may I serve you? Sir Aurel sent you, of course. Here is the bottle she ordered, and a fine choice, if I may say so. This nectar was mixed with the blessed water of the weeping saint, sweet and iceless even in the deep winter. 'Twas no mean feat procuring such a choice liquor with the road snowbound, but I aim to please. And I'll take it over to the kitchen. Why you couldn't deliver it yourself? We'll never know. Don't tell me you're upstairs. You're upstairs. No, no. Where are you? That's not a kitchen. Are you not actually in this building? Zoom. Kitchen! Well, if it isn't Gale Fairheart, everybody's talking about you, you know, looking for a place to hide. A rare, expensive intoxicant made with the water from the Weeping Saint. Sweet goddess, Daffodin's joy! I haven't seen one of these upon the sideboard for a good many moons. This is too rich for your purse, I'd wager, so it must be from Aurel? I guessed well, did I not? The high houses of Ishgard are descended from the heroes who stood with Haldreth, the first Zorga dragoon. They are like brothers, Lord Haurchefant says. They bicker ceaselessly, but they must remember to hold fast to one another when the safety of Ishgard is at stake. Thank you for delivering this and serving as Sir Arel's decoy. Lord Haurchefant has been quite deprived of his favorite indulgence since the cold grew so ferocious. And time to go climb the stairs. Enjoy the scenery and the chocobo butt. Clip clop, clip clop, clip clop, clip clop, clip clop. Is that doggo stuck? Somebody hit run and hasn't come back. Back up in Dragonhead? I'm not even gonna bother jumping down. We'll just zoom from here. Ooh. Did you perchance find the correct log? The 6th volume from 1572? I would understand if you failed. The other catalogers were often careless when returning old volumes to the shelf. Volume 6 of his astroscope readings taken at the first dicasterial observatorium of ethereal and astrological phenomena in the year 1572 of the 6th astral era. My word, you actually found it! This musty old smell brings back such fond memories. Ah, here we are. If you'd permit me a moment to make some calculations. You know, I went in asking if I could look at the books. They said no. I befriended and sucked up to all these people. I went back. They said, we love that you sucked up to all of us. You're your friends, but you still can't look at the books. Now, this guy says, I need that book. So I go upstairs and I grab it. Nobody stops me. I see a flaw here. It is as I feared. The ship landed near the Stone Vigil of all places, which means that the garrison most certainly seized the vessel and brought it within their walls. If so, then you would need an army of knights to have any hope of securing it. Though Lord Haurchefant is, from all indications, quite fond of you, so mayhaps he can lend you a force. In any case, I have done my part. I shall pray for your success, friend. It's gonna be dungeon time. Oh, so you've at last located the Enterprise? I believe congratulations are in order. The Stone Vigil. Perhaps I spoke too soon. The outpost has been held by the dragons for years, and all access is restricted by decree of House Durendaire. I will write a letter to Lord Drillemont of Whitebrim Front and request that he grant you permission to enter. That said, I fear my influence alone will not suffice, so I suggest that you request Lord Francel to do the same. Now that your business in Camp Dragonhead is concluded, I suspect we may not meet again for some time. I wish you well in your journeys, Gale. May Helone guide you. Bye, Haurchefant. Down to Skyfire Locks. Meow. I'm chasing you, Dragoon. I'm chasing you. I'm gonna catch up to you, Dragoon. There's no reason why my bird should go faster. Unless, did I just unlock it by doing that quest? No, I'm not actually gaining. Nope. It just is an illusion. You're in this one. No, you're upstairs. I don't care, Croc. There you are. Wonderful to see you again, Gale. If there's anything I can do to repay you, name it. So the airship you seek is likely inside the Stone Vigil. It shames me to say that it, too, was once an outpost held by House Durendaire. In the chaos that followed the calamity, the Dravanian horde caught us unawares. The fiends have held the outpost ever since. As we lack the strength of arms to retake the Stone Vigil, House Durendaire instead has been charged with the duty. Given that I doubt my words will carry much weight with Lord Drillemont, nevertheless I will write you your letter. Before you depart, a wave of caution. The cravens who attempted to destroy House Durendaire have yet to be unmasked. Though their plans were foiled, they doubtless still harbor great hatred towards us, and towards you now as well. Who's there? All the way down in Whitebrim. Alright, we're off to Whitebrim, which means it's a kind of new homestead, so there'll be lots of side quests. Go kill 3 of these, fetch me this, maybe take a trip to, oh, I don't know, Lenosha. Ah-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. And of course, it's nighttime, so there's no music. Could turn on mount music, but I don't want to listen to Chocobo music. Maybe I should make up a playlist and have it at the ready for when we're on the Chocobo and just go, okay, we're on a Chocobo, let's pick a random Chocobo song. So it's not always the 14 one, because the 14 one isn't my favorite. It's not my least favorite, I don't think. But it's not my favorite. It's very, what I consider Indiana Jonesy. But it gets repetitive. Oops, so we'll kill this Gabu while we're running around. Sorry, Gubu. Almost there, almost there. Doesn't look like too many quests there. Is that just the leaf meat? I'm sure more will pop once we unlock things. I regard the scarred hulk of the Stone Vigil and wonder, how long must we sing this song, wait for this victory? A century or two? I pray it comes soon. You desire an audience with Lord Drillemont, do you? Ha! I desire a night in a warm bed with my wife, but wishing won't make it so. A glowing letter of introduction addressed to House Durendaire from Haurchefant. A similarly framed thing from Francel. What do we have here? Letters from Lords Haurchefant and Francel, is it? A likely... Oh, you're serious. What to do? Your timing could not have been worse, traveler. Lord Drillemont's attentions are focused solely on the Stone Vigil at present. In any case, it is not my responsibility to escort visitors. Take your letter and show them to Sir Alboys. Yes, Sir Alboys can surely accommodate you. Seek her in the storeroom on the opposite side of the yard. And we have a chocobo porter. Nothing. We have some leaves that I'll do another time. Oh, there's Alphino. Leaves of Whitebrim. Are we actually at level 4? No, we're still at 39. Time is a resource we can ill afford to squander. We must gain entrance to Stone Vigil without further delay. Time is something we always need and always waste when we get sent around on stupid errands. I keep my fresh ingredients outside. Tried bringing them back once. Came morning, they were hard as rock and just about as tasty. The dance with the dragons, the canker of unbelievers. We stand on the edge of the precipice, and beyond it, endless night bereft of the grace of Helone. The cells here are home to all manner of cultists and heretics. You do well not to provoke them. Can't keep eyes open. Card game ran late. I lost. Anyway, what rockin' luck. Are these Lala-sized ones? Ah, cower, you vermin. Crawl on your soft bellies. Receive the kiss of the dragon. Renounce the wet pulp of your flesh. Well, that wasn't a Lala. I've heard many a tale of Vilbrand's shimmering waters, teeming with lice innumerable and unimaginable, but in the sea of clouds dwell far more fantastic species, unlike anything you might find in the 5 seas. Take up the pole and cast a line if you doubt my words. In times of relative calm, the soldiers of House Durendaire expect to receive only the best equipment, but now that all of Whitebrim Front is preparing to retake the Stone Vigil, they have desperate need for material, as well as individuals like me who can procure it. Your fieldcraft leaves, I'm guessing. I'm a knight of Ishgard, the sworn lance of the Holy See, the scourge of unbelievers and the foe impalpable of dragonkind. It has ever been my dream to be one of the glorious dead and receive my just reward from Helone in the heavenly garden. Yet life is sweet, and my friends are dear to me, none more so than my steed and her chocobo keep Malkian. The clerics say birds do not go to heaven, and to want otherwise is heresy, which makes me an unbeliever if they but knew. There are many pockets of terror in the West, and the Behemoth's dominion is one of them. You will not be surprised to learn, I think, that there is to be found there a Behemoth. Your renown is considerable, but this one will take all of your arts. And we're not doing that fate. Whitebrim Front under the control of House Durendaire, one of the 4 high houses of Ishgard. Whitebrim will be where the thrust comes from, you'll see, when they retake the Stone Vigil. Is there a door here I was supposed to go through? Why, look at that. There was. Who else is in here? Nobody. Nobody. Alright. Sir Durendaire bade you speak with me, did he? I know not why he presumed I would be in a better position to help, but I assure you that he is mistaken. Lord Drillemont hasn't the time to spend speaking with low-ranking knights such as I. However, he always has a moment to spare for his head chirurgeon, Astidian. Why not visit the infirmary upstairs and show your letters to him? Born into such a house as mine, where else to aim but the pinnacle, my destiny is to serve as a temple knight for the greater glory of Ishgard. So Durendaire is the bell. I am part of an expedition to Snowcloak, and there I am bound in a short order. My task was to replenish the supplies in the camp. Food has grown almost as scarce as warmth. A hammer's a dangerous thing in the hand gone numb. The smith of winter has my fingers in her vice. I've a need of an occasional thaw by the fire, or I'm liable to send the hammer flying into a nightly noggin. I thank you for your concern, but these are no battle wounds. I barely slipped and fell on my backside, that's all. Ow. That hurts. Sid! If the Enterprise is indeed inside Stone Vigil, then we must convince Lord Drillemont to cooperate. Not enough. I've not enough medicine, not enough supplies, not enough hands. Valor is all very fine and good, but brave is like to turn into bedridden, and ideals don't sharpen the saw blades. Lawrence, please be safe. Are you here to visit a patient, sir? What's this? Letters of introduction from House Fortin and Hollinart? With documents such as these, you needn't seek an escort. Pray, proceed to the backs and speak with Sir Gordeneau. He should know Lord Drillemmont's current whereabouts. Oh, well, you should tell that to your other people. How do I get out of here? Lots of people in here. You're not going to make me leave, are you? I know I have no right to be here, but it's cold outside, and there are wolves chasing me. Gods, I'm so hungry, I must eat something soon, lest the sentries mistake the growling of my stomach for a ravenous scalekin. How can I be expected to fight on an empty stomach? I'm not derelict in duty, I'm incapable of duty. It is not uncommon for the men to make excuses in order to avoid their duties. I understand why, though. When the dragons come, the sentries standing guard are the first to die. An empty larder, a full barracks, and an inadequate kitchen. Is there any cook with a worse lot in life? It is all manner of cold outside. Wet, dry, stinging, lancing. Unless I can get some hot foods into those nights, it will take the heart from them. Strategy, sticky flummery. A spear held thusly, dragons skewered thusly. What need for a plan besides this, I ask? I've a plan to retake the Stone Vigil, but a mountain of problems to solve before I can even go to my commander. A man dreams of glory, but an army must think of success. What reason have you for barging into... Oh, I see. Well, you're in luck. Lord Drillemont is just up these stairs. Letters or no, though, I would not expect much. House Durendaire as a whole does not hold adventurers in high regard. You had best state your intentions quickly and succinctly. Show proper respect, and it shall be returned in kind. What is it? I'm not in the habit of chattering while on duty. Unless you have pertinent business, begone. Whitebrim Front has ever been a key outpost in the war against the dragons, and even more so now that the Stone Vigil has fallen. But you may be assured that we do not mean to sit idly by. House Durendaire has called its banners, and its sworn swords and lances are amassing to retake Stone Vigil. When our forces finally march, see to it that you are not underfoot. There's raw, and there's raw. I may still be green, but I can stand sentry now without limping afterwards. That counts for something. Is that my chocobo standing on the table? No, because that's Gratanian. Sir Gonador permitted your passage? Very well, speak. So I've got these letters here. You wish to brave a ruined outpost filled with scalekin to secure an airship that may or may not be there. Are you the avatar of the Fury herself? We are the scions of the Seventh Dawn. You know our name, and you know our deeds. We are come to Kurthis to slay Garuda, Lady of the Vortex. In that end, we seek the Enterprise, the airship of Master Sid Nan Garland, who stands before you now. Master Garland, you're alive? But that's impossible. Indeed it is, my lord. Do not be deceived by their honey words. These foreigners are not to be trusted. At this critical moment in Ishgardian history, as House Durendaire marshals its forces to retake the Stone Vigil, who should appear in Whitebrim Front but 3 mysterious strangers? Sid Garland, missing and presumed dead since before the Calamity, and 2 scions of the Seventh Dawn, a defunct band of misfits recently exterminated by the Empire. The lesser houses may have been duped by these grandiose lies, but I should hope that House Durendaire has a greater sense. I know not why these 3 seek the Stone Vigil, but I know that we cannot permit them to pass. Can I kill him yet? Thank you for your counsel, Inquisitor. For a moment, I nearly believed this mummer's farce. You 3 will not enter the outpost until we have reclaimed it, and until you declare your true intentions as well. It could be moons before House Durendaire purges the dragons from Stone Vigil. We cannot afford to wait that long. Sid, Gale, we must do whatever it takes to earn Lord Drillemont's trust. Understood? More errands. More errands. Always more errands. Oh, look at all the errands. Come now, you didn't think it would be that easy to earn Lord Drillemont's trust, did you? Even if you are who you claim to be, it would be reckless for him to believe your story without question. At the very least, you ought to show your support for House Durendaire by culling feral crocs in our stead. A simple gesture like that would probably earn you the respect of Sir Turan, as he's always struggling to find men to attend the task. Why not give it a try? Adventurer, I hear some of my brother knights have made of you a drudge. Fie, by the Furies, set your sights higher. I have for you a gallant mission. Slay the Dravanian outwatches that trammel our steps. They are as dogs, cherishing the Dravanians in their wordless forests of their minds. Every thought a fairy ring that vanishes by nightfall. Brandish these dragon scales when the outwatches are near, and they will come. Was the other one upstairs? I didn't see the other one. Of course, there were more stairs. Let me check those other stairs. These are a lot of stairs. And now we're outside, and it's cold. This bell is the very same one used in the sigil of House Durendaire. It is a symbol more so than an instrument for raising alarm. Okay, so know that quest marker is not up here. Okay, but now we know what's up here. Back down we go. There's nothing up there, cat. I just checked. You know, I wonder, like, I'm running around as a Hur. But imagine Guillaime reacting if I was, like, I forget their names. The Ronkin, the new cat class. That might really throw him off, because you don't really see a lot of those. Oh, it's you. Beg your pardon, sir, but I've heard whispers that you wish to prove yourself to Lord Drillemont. Perhaps we can be of service to one another. I am a humbled herald of House Halinart, you see, and I was to deliver a most important missive to Whitebrim Front. I was traveling along the road when a fearsome flurry of snow began to fall. As the curtains of white descended around me, a sudden gust of wind from the sea of clouds tore the parchment from my hands. I fell to my knee and groped blindly, however, to recover it, but to no avail. It could not have been blown far from the road, but the wilds are treacherous and are filled with terrors. I have no choice but to seek shelter here, and so I must ask you to recover the missive and deliver it to Lord Drillemont in my stead. We've got a rat problem, and if nothing's done about it now, we shall soon have a supply problem and a plague problem. They're no more content with the kitchen when the pot boy is, and have run out of the outpost. They feed off of our scraps, unwanted guest at a meager feast. So if you can't have a good look around and roust up, see if you can't have a good look around and roust up if you to slay. You are the lad responsible for the commotion upstairs? Aye, word travels fast in Whitebrim Front. I gather you still wish to change Lord Drillemont's mind. If there's one thing I've learned about the man in my time here, it's that he listens to and respects the opinions of those under his command. Went over the barracks, and he's sure to take notice. How, you ask? That's easy. Serve the poor souls decent fare for a change. The last few supply shipments contained no meat whatsoever, and the knights were rightfully beginning to complain. I'm thinking we could prepare them steaks using mud puppy tail meat. 'Twould be a quality meat, 'tis true. 'Twouldn't be a quality meat, 'tis true, but it'd be a damn sight better than nothing. If you'd a mind to lend a hand, why not await a lurking mud puppy in Danafin Pass, and take this bottle of vinegar. Locals say it weakens mud puppies by clogging their mucus glands, drying the skin. A word, if I may, adventurer. As much as it pains me to say this, I must. Go to the gates of judgment. Deliver our petition to Sir Marceline. Tell him we need reinforcements. The common folk are toil-worn from the constant skirmishes with the dragon, and the mood grows dark in the front. We teeter on the knife edge, and will surely fail. Oh, adventurer, I claim your time in the name of the Holy See. Search the body downstairs for personal effects and deliver the lot to the gates of judgment. He was a heretic in life. You need not be gentle. Usually we leave the carcasses for the crow, but, as you know, there has been some trouble of late, and now we're told to rifle through these lousy pockets. Low work it is, and I leave it to you. You'll find naught but nits, I warrant. Haha, do you see? Do you see the great dragons? Dravanus Mundi has risen. Bend the knee, bondsman, before our righteous conquerors. They sent you, I know. A slave or a servant, a slave or a servant. Those are the choices. So many voices. Shh! I must make an offering. Quickly, bondsman, tell the slave Fertilix to send a fatted calf. You're nuts. Boyle wants another sacrifice, eh? That crazy, unbelieving son of a troll, he won't shut up when he gets in a state. Make those dungeons a living hell, believe you me. Here, just give him this dead rat. That'll keep him quiet for a bit. He does these rituals, you know. Fair turn to the stomach, but anything for a little peace. Bondsman, I see the thrall Fertilix has prepared for us the fatted calf. The dragon lords will be most pleased. Even after death, its beady eyes glare at you with what can only be described as a deep-seated hate. Beautiful, Innocent? Shh, my moo cow, don't tell them you're innocent. It's worse that way. Oh, Dravanius Monday, accept this offering and let me be reborn in flames. Pine, pitch, pig's fat, dry bush, rock oil, don't forget hair. Hair burns, but a little bronze rattle that he loves so well, that only melts. Ha ha, that only melts. Okay. Finally, some peace. I tell you, some of these unbelievers seem normal enough at first, but they show their true face after the Inquisitors get to work on them. Best not consort with them that's in the dungeons, eh? Must be up in the other room. I must have missed you when I came out. You're the last one I need. Come on. Kitchen girl? No. Oh, I didn't talk to you before. Resources are extremely limited at the front lines, so some patients must make do with food and bed rest. We cannot be accepted to dole out medicine to each and every one. Ah, I follow. Like, the resources are limited, so they must make do with food. Ah, the poor soul. She has a betrothed that she will die without hearing his Yet she will die without hearing his voice speak the words of passing. He deserted, you see, on the eve of a battle with the dragons. He now languishes in the dungeons. I could not give her more time, not with such medicines as I possess, at any rate. At the very least, take word to her love, Lawrence, that he might say such prayers as he is able. Oh, I never saw you there. What can an adventurer want with a man whose purse is empty and name is besmirched? What? The words of passing? No, they said she was on the mend. If you have ever loved, hear me. There is something hid in the forest southeast of here. You shall know it by the sign. Take it to the chirurgeon, I beg you. There should be more veggies somewhere nearby. Out here? Any veggies out here? No, 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 no. No veggies there. We had some there. And this is kind of outside the circle. Any upstairs? Yep, there they are. I found signs of rats. Good and well. That's fewer vermin to get in our larder. They remain too numerous, however. There must be a large nest somewhere down below. Kill the king rat and the common rats will lose heart, something both we and the dragons know well. I've tracked the rats as well as I could, and they look to slip outside as often as not. There must be an opening that leads to the nest, somewhere outside the stronghold. Let me hide the ones we've cleared. Big rat! He needs a little crown on his head. Alright, I'll turn that one in. When we go back inside. Let's see. Where is everything else? Everything else is this way. We can zoom out and not have chocobo butt vision. Do. 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 Chinchilla. Whenever I see the chinchillas, all I can think of is The Sims Medieval. Because whereas llamas were like the main mascot of The Sims, chinchillas were the evil, like, llama variants in Sims Medieval. Got the last letter. Lost letter. Yeah, I could have hopped on my chocobo, but we're here! Yeah, we'll come in the proper way, I guess. To the gates of judgment. Beyond there lies Ishgard. Conversation is an indulgence unbecoming the protectors of Ishgard. Never shall I drop my guard, for Dravanians and unbelievers rest not in their connivance. The light of the holy sea shines on Kurthis, and illumes it from the highest peaks to the blackest tunnels. What need we fear from dragons and unbelievers? State your business. The worldly possessions of a heretic delivered from his sins. Ah, the leavings of unbelievers, most excellent. You have served with honor. Let us hope there is to be found here a clue. Long have I hated unbelievers, but no more, for they too serve the Fury, if not in life, then in death. What ruth has alone to grant them such a chance? A brother knight has recently explained your kind to me. My kind? As a sellsword lacks honor, so does an adventurer lack discernment. No task is too menial, that no cause is too worthy. I have need of one such as you. I'm guessing for the menial side of things. In their boundless depravity, the Dravanians have lashed out against the gates of judgment. Pawing at the rubble would be more than any truish guardian can bear, yet removed it must be. This task shall be yours. Adventurer, idleness ill becomes a man so hale. Go slay for us 5 battlers that nest in these parts. The crusade consumes the knights of Ishgard, body and soul. To you shall go such moils as we cannot stoop to, but at which you have enjoyed some success if the true tales be true. Your presence is part of Halone's plan for us. The Fury be praised. None shall pass through the gates of judgment who have not been granted leave to do so. I know, I gotta finish around Reborn before I can go there. What business have you here? Speak, quickly. A request for what from Whitebrim Front? Weary. Weary are they? Cravens and fools. Tell Drillemont to take that knife edge that cuts the throats of every knife who professes him too tired to do his holy duty. Hang any peasant who dares plain over his singed pigs. Begone, ill messenger. Whitebrim Front will be fortunate if I do not reduce their allotment of supplies for this outrage. Please, sir, can I have some more? No, and you will never have any ever again. One piece of rubble. Two pieces of rubble. Three pieces of rubble. Four pieces of rubble. Five pieces of rubble. Oh, and Danafin's passes. That's where I gotta do the mud puppy. Okay. Okay. We can do it. actual folklore. We are still 39. Why is it 5? Why can't it be 3? Come on, where more? Gonna fall down the cliff and die. All the way over there is the birdie I need to kill. You have served well, though I fear the state of these gates is still disquieting. You should have seen them as they were, adventurer, not battered and wounded as they are now. The Dravanians are set on breaking my heart, my faith, I meant to say, with their assaults. They must quit this world. You look eager to serve, adventurer. Do not deny it. The fire in your eyes betrays you. There is something you can do. Slay the chinchillas that dwell near the hand and reap their fat. How many of the beasts? I see the task at sight you. 4 of goodly size will do. Now, be as my Tearcell and hunt the chinchillas thither. You have served well, adventurer. The battlers eat heartily of the bounty of the Sea of Clouds, and this we cannot allow. The fish of that sublime sea belong to the noble knights of the Crusade, not to the lowly birds and beasts. The Fairy has given us dominion over all creatures of this land, and the Dravanians too well understand this truth. Da, 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 da. Kill chinchillas. Oh, that's all the way up towards Stone Vigil. That's on the other side. Oh, I still have more goobos to kill. No, chinchillas are on the way to Danapin Pass. Do, do, do. Music definitely helps spice things up a bit, even if it is for the fate, not chinchilla hunting. Oh, I need like one more, and it's in the wrong direction. Okay. Now we head into Danifin's Pass and get a mud puppy. I'd rather have a hush puppy. Yummy. A spotted mud puppy. Oh, wait, I can use this to make them easier. There we go. That'll kill him. Alright, we'll go see if this guy wants us to do anything else after we turn in tell him we killed some chinchillas. And then we'll hop through the front to get to the other side and clear out the Dravanian watchmen. And then we'll turn things in. Hopefully that'll get us Stone Vigil, but we will probably call it before actually doing the dungeon, because we've been going for a couple hours here, and if you can't tell by my yawning, I'm probably feeling about it's a good rest point. But we will be back tomorrow, and then, assuming we don't have to go do another 50 fetch quests, we can hop into Stone Vigil. Ah, the Tirsal of the Temple, have you what I bid you bring? Chinchilla fat is oft used by Ashgardian monks to create the tallow they use for their candles. This is most excellent fat, and well pulled. I see you have some skill at dressing beast. Once rendered, it shall be fortified into a frostbite balm for our chocobos. Alone among beasts, the chocobos are to be honored. For every knight of Ishgard that has perished in the crusade, as many of the noble birds have died. None who witness a chocobo meet its end can fail to be moved. All classes, all classes, all classes. Strength, vit, strength, vit. What am I wearing now? My bracelet 3927, strength 3, vit 4, crit 5. I'll take that one. Okay, good. Nothing else you want. I can return to the front. Huh. I think I've killed this guy like 3 times. Eventually I'll get my hunt mark log for him. There we go. Water rank 4 in hunt. Just cut across here real quick. Run up towards Stone Vigil. And kill the Outwatches. Alright, let's go turn this stuff in. Ah, the poor Stole, she still breathes, but adventurer, does he pray for her soul? A lavish blend of unnecessarily expensive ingredients based on a recipe conceived at the Alchemist Guild in Ul'dah. An alchemic concoction, as costly as it is hard to obtain. You say 'twas hid in the forest? This bottle holds the truth of Lawrence's desertion. He ran that he might find it for her, and when he knew that he was to be captured, he took great pains to hide it, knowing his pursuers would have simply destroyed it as a traitor's refuse. I cannot thank you enough for keeping faith in him. Now, if you will pardon me, I have a patient to save. Neither. bird tells me that you slew some crocs in an effort to curry my favor. I'm afraid you've been had, sir. That young fellow merely sought to shirk his duties. Still, your heart was in the right place, and it cannot be denied that the people of Kurthus are better off without those beasts. Very well, I will see that Lord Drillemont is made aware of your deeds. Do try to understand my lord's position, though. It is his responsibility to ensure that Whitebrim Front is prepared for every eventuality, be it an endless blizzard or a Dravanian assault. He will not put our efforts to retake the Stone Vigil at risk without good cause, which you have yet to give. That's the end of the king, is it? Well struck. We'll see the less of the foul little things I expect. That said, do they not say in your fair home city that rats abandon a sinking ship? Perhaps I should more rightly take it as a good omen that the rats deign to stay in Whitebrim. Yes, I will take those. It didn't work, did it? I thought it was an idiotic idea. A cross-section of meat sliced from the tail of a spotted mudpuppy. The bone has not been removed. Oh dear, remind me never to wander near mudpuppy spawning grounds without a bottle of vinegar. Any road, this should only take a moment. I'll just need to do this, and voila! Never seen a man cook steaks that fast, have you? Take these 3 and distribute them to the hungry knights, here and up above. You there, lad. Don't think I didn't see you and the cook conspiring together. Let me make this perfectly clear. If you wish to buy my trust with a steak, it would be my pleasure to oblige you. The rubbery texture of mudputty meat will ensure your jaws grow exhausted before your belly grows full. Ah, yes, I feel invigorated, refreshed, as if I have the strength of 10 men and their wits beside. I should no trouble concocting a new reason to refrain from sentry duty. We ought at least to receive a hearty meal before we march off to die in this godforsaken waste. Is that a fresh-cooked steak? Hellone's blessings be upon you, my friend. Mudpuppy meat or no, it's the most delicious food I've had in a fortnight. Ever must we train to maintain our skill at arms, yet never we are to receive proper sustenance. You are a godsend, my friend. Too few appreciate that House Durendaire must do more than its fair share for the sake of Isgard. The dragon minions are dead? Now, do not feel like a man grown with honor intact. Do you not feel like a man grown with honor intact? Know that you removed one of the obstacles to retaking the Stone Vigil. How like the Dravanians to send their mindless servants to do their dirty work. We have the advantage over them, for all who serve Ishgard do so free, proud, and clear of thought. Yes. Oh, wait, no, I don't need flippin' earrings, because I'm using the aetheryte ones. Never mind. I'll sell them. It feels wonderful to see everyone in such high spirits. Amazing what good food can do for morale, eh? Ah, but I've forgotten about the hard-working Chirurgians at the infirmary. So rarely do they take their meals here in the hall. Mind taking this steak to Sonoda? She doubtless so preoccupied with the health of her patients that she'd neglected to attend to her own. Beg your pardon, sir, but I am busied attending to this man. I will be with you in a moment. Is that... Come to think of it, has been a while since I last ate. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have a nibble. Oh my, this is fantastic. Thank you so much. I'll eat the rest right away. Do, 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 do. Boom. Did I not make myself clear? Begone from my sight, foreigner, or shall I have you removed? A sealed scroll addressed to Lord Drillemont of House Durendaire and carelessly dropped by Nivi. A missive? Give me that. House Fortin and Halenart hereby formally advise that all restrictions on employing foreign sellswords be... These are not more than the ill-conceived notions of a hopeless romantic and a naive lordling. House Durendaire would not even be in this position had not House Halenart failed to hold Stone Vigil. They would have us pit one horde against another. Nay, I say, we need only Ishgardian steel to cleanse the realm of these godless heathens. Lord Drillemont rejected our proposal, didn't he? I could hear him shouting even from here. Alas, he is not only one to heap disdain about House Halenart. Ever since we lost the steel and stone vigils, we have been at the mercy of the other high houses. We should be the ones fighting to reclaim the lost outpost, yet it is House Durendaire that must pay the price for our failure. But how can I bear Lord Drillemont's harsh words back to Lord Francel? Mayhap I should reign here for the nonce. Might I have a word with you, Gale? It concerns the healers. After speaking with them earlier, I learned that they lack sufficient alembics for their needs, you see. So I used some of their broken equipment to craft a more advanced alembic, both as a gesture of goodwill and as a means to help me recover my memories, since working with my hands kindles familiar feelings. All required to complete the device are the cores of 6 ice sprites. Though commonly used to reduce the temperature of alchemic mixtures, there is a way to alter their properties so that they draw the cold within rather than radiate it without. It must sound ridiculous to you, impossible even, yet somehow I know it'll work. Alright, we will go get Sid his sprite cores. There's no aetherite here. Fine, we'll go get them now. Well, hi, Leia. What's up? She's like, Mom, it's 5 o'clock. You're supposed to be done working. It's Saturday. Alright. Back to Sid. Hi, girl. How are you? Have you obtained the cores? If so, please show them to me. So cold, these cores are said to freeze the very air around them, making them the perfect for cooling drinks on an especially hot day. It's ice. What an amazing device, but is it truly an alembic, sir? I've never seen its like before. I am too unsure what to make of this machine. While certainly impressive, I have no idea how to make use of it. Nevertheless, if it is as effective as he claims, it will be a great boon to the infirmary. Think of the medicines we could create, the lives we could save. Even so, I wonder. Ware thee, the kindly stranger, bearer of gifts wondrous and strange, for his generosity comes at a cost. Their earnest efforts are but a means to an as yet unknown end. Moreover, you should be wary of associating with the individuals who have interfered with the questioning of a suspected heretic. They did what? Bless you, Inquisitor, for coming along when you did. We almost succumbed to the temptation proffered by these unbelievers. Can I kill him yet? Why does that man detest us so? Is it all because we interrupted Lord Francel's trial? Whatever his reasons, he clearly means to oppose us at every turn. Before we can persuade Lord Drillemont to help us, it seems we must convince Inquisitor Guillaime that we are not his enemy. But just how we might go about doing that? We know little and less about the good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prominent figure in Curthus. Perhaps we should learn more by speaking with the people of Whitebrim Front. Share your findings with Alphino in the square. I'm sure he can formulate a strategy from there. Alright. We are going to hop back to Dragonhead and save at the Aetheryte. And when we come back tomorrow, we will begin the quest of figuring out what's the deal with Guillaime. And then maybe we can head into Stone Vigil and get the Enterprise and then go stop a Primal. So, we will be back tomorrow morning to do all that. But for now, I bid you a farewell. Have a good rest of your day, folks.